Hey, good evening, everybody. It is PJs with PJ, Pastor Talks with Pastor Jeannie Sortland, and I am the pastor appointed to serve the Kensal United Methodist Church and St. John's United Methodist Church in Wimbledon. And for those of you that might think I've been too perky during this whole coronavirus crisis, this weekend, and especially yesterday, last night, and today have been pretty tough. We were supposed to have our ice show this weekend, and so I would have been all ramped up, busy, having a good time with that. And of course, we weren't doing that this weekend. And then last night, my younger kids, their school principal sent out a communication talking about how we were to go about picking up their school stuff and what the rest of the school year might look like. And it became painfully real. Painfully real, the experiences that my children and their teachers will be missing. And I went in to pick up their things today, and thank goodness that the one teacher wasn't there, because she and I have been through a lot together. And had she been there, I probably would have just started crying, because I'm heartbroken that my child is losing out on precious time with her. And so I texted her, and she's feeling the same way. She's missing Tylea, and so yeah, we're all grieving certain things. We're grieving conveniences. We're grieving freedom of movement. We are grieving the relative assurance we had when we used to go someplace and not be paranoid about what we might pick up and bring home. And so this is where my train of thoughts were headed today. And I got thinking about, okay, God, what do you do to sustain us in times like this, when we're starting to lose a little bit of hope and struggle with our reality? And so I did some searching, and I came across an article entitled "God Will Sustain You a Day at a Time" by Vanitha Rendall Reisner. And it was posted on Desiring God, September 30th of 2018. And she had some really good things in there. And so I'll post that link probably after I post the video. But there were some reminders in scripture that she shared that helped me focus on God's sustaining nature. In 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 14 through 16, the widow of Zarephath's oil and flour were miraculously available as long as she needed them. After Hezekiah prayed, 185,000 Assyrians were killed by the angel of the Lord without Israel even going to battle. 2 Kings 19:35. Gideon defeated the vast army of the Midianites with only 300 men. Judges 7, verses 1 through 25. Humanly speaking, none of them saw a way out of the situation, and we often don't either. But with God, all things are possible to those who believe. Mark 9:28. And Reisner goes on to say, God assured me that I didn't need to despair over the future, but he wasn't assuring me that my circumstances would change if I trusted him. He was calling me to endure today and trust him for tomorrow. And so I leave you with that thought. I leave you with the thought that we may have days that we have to endure, but we can always trust God for tomorrow. Good night.